Welcome to the channel, everyone. In this episode, we continue our epic 16,000-mile journey as we cross the entire state of South Dakota, where we will see the famed Corn Palace in Mitchell, the large Dignity and the Lewis and Clark's Visitor Center in Owatonna, and ultimately the BLM camping area just outside of the Badlands National Park, known as The Wall, on Jane and Steve's Golden Anniversary Adventure. Episode, we departed from the flood-ravaged Council Bluffs, Iowa and Omaha, Nebraska area and decided to try our luck on Interstate 29 North into South Dakota to eventually connect to Interstate 90 West. Interstate 29 has been closed in several sections over the past week due to the extreme spring flooding caused by the Missouri, Big Sioux, and Red Rivers overflowing their banks from the heavy rains experienced throughout this past spring season. Today's destination is a BLM designated camping area known as The Wall, located in western South Dakota. It's a 470-mile drive, so let's get started. It appears to be a nice sunny day, but the weather forecast disagrees, with rain forecast throughout the region. The roadway is in great shape as we drive 180 miles north to Sioux Falls, where we will intersect with Interstate 90. After a nearly 4-hour drive, we stop off at the South Dakota Visitor Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, for a little rest and lunch. After about 45 minutes, we resume our journey and make the turn onto Interstate 90 West. From here, it's roughly 310 miles to the Wall BLM area that we're headed for. 70 miles and an hour and 20 minutes later brings us to Mitchell, South Dakota, home of the world-famous Corn Palace. There is ample free parking that accommodates cars, buses, and RVs of all sizes. Right smack in the middle of town, we see the world's only Corn Palace. It is likely the largest building in the town, with the most unique, awesome, decorative exterior walls adorned with mosaic picture-like scenes. During its 100 years of existence, it has become known worldwide and now attracts more than 500,000 visitors annually. The palace was conceived as a gathering place where city residents and their rural neighbors could enjoy a fall festival with extraordinary stage entertainment, a celebration to climax a crop-growing season and harvest. This tradition continues today with the annual Corn Palace Festival, which is held in late August every year. The world's only Corn Palace is more than the home of the festival or a point of interest for tourists. The Corn Palace is known around the world as a folk art wonder on the prairie of South Dakota. The palace is redecorated each year with naturally colored corn and other grains and native grasses to make it the agricultural showplace of the world. They use 12 different colors or shades of corn to decorate the Corn Palace: red, brown, black, blue, white, calico, yellow, and green corn. A different theme is chosen each year, and murals are designed to reflect that theme. Ear by ear, the corn is nailed to the corn palace to create a scene. The decorating process usually starts in late May. The corn murals are stripped at the end of August, and new ones are completed by the 1st of October.
We really appreciate you hitting that like button, and also share this video with your friends. And when you subscribe, you'll be notified in advance as our latest video is released.
We arrive at the Chamberlain, South Dakota Welcome Center and Rest Area. Nestled along the banks of the majestic Missouri River in Chamberlain, South Dakota, it's just off Interstate 90 at milepost 264, with entrances for both eastbound and westbound travelers. It is here, on the banks of the majestic Missouri River, you'll find this first-rate welcome center and rest stop, offering restrooms, picnic areas, beverages and snacks, as well as incredible views of the neighboring Missouri River. It is the home of the Dignity Sculpture, the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, and the Native American History exhibit at the Interpretive Center. Dignity of Earth and Sky. It's a beautiful sculpture. It honors the cultures of the Lakota and Dakota people. We first saw it during our 2019 maiden cross-country trip across the United States and Canada in our CoolNanaCoach. Dignity, a 50-foot-high stainless steel statue by South Dakota Artist Laureate Dale Claude Lampier, depicts an indigenous woman in Plains-style dress receiving a star quilt. According to Lampier, the sculpture honors the culture of the Lakota and Dakota people who are indigenous to South Dakota. A star quilt is one of the most valued gifts of the Dakota and Lakota people, and it's adorned on this sculpture. The statue measures 50 feet high, 16 feet deep, and 32 feet wide. The star quilt, held by the woman, has more than 100 blue diamond shapes that move in the wind like an aspen leaf. The 28 diamonds are 4 foot across and covered with 7 coats of paint. LED lights within her highlight the diamonds on the quilt at night. Floodlights are at the base to illuminate her. The statue boldly proclaims that South Dakota's native cultures today are alive, standing, and have dignity. In front of the sculpture is an ornate park, separating it from the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center. The renowned center stands as a testament to the historic expedition undertaken by Meriwether Lewis and William Clark over 2 centuries ago. Through immersive exhibits, interactive displays, and engaging educational programs, visitors are transported back in time to experience the awe-inspiring journey of discovery that shaped the course of American history. From the rugged landscapes explored by the Corps of Discovery to the fascinating encounters with Native American tribes, the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center offers a unique glimpse into the past, providing visitors with a deeper understanding of the expedition's significance and endurance legacy. Just across the highway from the Visitor Center, we see the historic St. Joseph's Indian School. Its mission to educate Native American children and their families for life, mind, body, heart, and spirit. This mission drives this organization to educate and provide housing for over 200 Lakota Sioux children each year, all at no cost to their families. Native Americans on the reservation lived a harsh, poverty-stricken life amidst the raging dust storms and locust infestations of the Great Depression era of the 20s and 30s. In the spring of 1927, Father Hobach received permission to purchase the Columbus College campus at Chamberlain, South Dakota. In the fall, he opened St. Joseph's Indian School with 53 Lakota boys and girls. Over 97 years later, St. Joseph's Indian School serves 200 Lakota boys and girls, providing them with a safe, stable environment that responds to the needs of the whole child, mind, body, heart, and spirit. Yaktay Lakota Museum and Cultural Center is an educational outreach of St. Joseph's Indian School, and is committed to promoting the knowledge and understanding of the Northern Plains Indian culture, past, present, and future, by preserving historical artifacts and contemporary works of art. Yaktay Lakota Museum and Cultural Center is an octagon-shaped facility with 14,000 square feet of display space in the former school building. The museum's collection features art, artifacts, and educational displays that depict the proud heritage of the Lakota people. Much of the museum's original collection came from gifts given to St. Joseph's by alumni and friends since the school opened in 1927. Historic items used by family members, such as beaded dresses and vests, are on display. There is a large diorama of a Lakota and Dakota settlement along the Missouri River. You can find a full-size buffalo and horse. The past moves into today, and the future through the artwork on display with these items from the past. Altogether, you get a glimpse into the rich and varied culture of the American Indian people of the Plains area. As we depart, we get a view of the famous Chamberlain Steel Bridge over the Missouri River. We once again take Interstate 90 west and cross the Missouri River on the Lewis and Clark Memorial Bridge. It's another 160 miles to the Badlands, and we have already driven a little over 300 miles today. So we'll stop off at the small farming community of White Lake, which has an RV campground. It's about 40 miles further west. It isn't anything special as campgrounds go, but they have full hookups, so we can take advantage and fill our water tank, drain our black and gray tanks, and charge our batteries. Well, good morning. We have a bright, sunny day, and we're anxious to get to today's destination, the Badlands National Park. The wide open prairie views appear to be endless as we continue to cross South Dakota. There's a scenic turnout just ahead, so we stop for lunch and take in the view. After enjoying the beautiful landscape, it's back on the road. Our next stop, the Wall. There are two exits for the Badlands. The first takes you through the entire national park on a 12-mile loop roadway that brings you to the western exit of the park, as well as the town of Wall Drug, where the second exit for Badlands and Wall on I-90 is located. We forego the loop road and instead take the second exit, roughly 12 miles west of the first, and proceed south toward the national park. It's just outside the western park entrance that we find the BML camping area known as the Wall. The Wall overlooks the Badlands. It has no water, no electric, no cell service, no restrooms, no stores, and no gas stations. This is true boondock camping. However, civilization is a mere 5 miles or so west in the historic town of Wall Drug, where you'll find restaurants, gas stations, motels, souvenir stores, and of course, a drugstore. We arrive and select a spot that affords us an incredible view. The dirt road has been heavily traveled by campers, so it is relatively smooth and navigable for any type of recreational vehicle. The Wall BLM area is over 10 miles long, and there are plenty of spots for camping. We see people tenting, small tag-along trailers, large fifth wheels, plenty of Class C as well as Class B vans, and Class A motorhomes. The area is quite breezy, which mitigates the warm prairie climate. Out on the prairie, we see a large pond, and we see cattle and longhorn goats grazing. This looks like it's going to be everything we have been told it would be. In our next episode, we further explore the Wall, BLM, and Badlands area, enjoy star-filled skies and absolutely incredible sunsets and sunrises, and have an encounter with the local wildlife. We hope you'll join us as we continue our Golden Anniversary Adventure 2.0, eventually headed for the last frontier, Alaska.
We hope you enjoyed traveling with us on our journey to Alaska, and hope you'll join us on our next episode of our Golden Anniversary Adventure, The Road to Alaska.